Good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's do this thing. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Inhaling again through the nose. Exhaling out. And inhaling one more time through the nose. Exhaling out. Yes, 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 yes. We're going to do this, you guys. It's all about self-mastery. We're going to talk about the resistance. If you are anything like me or anyone that's human, you are feeling resistance. Let me tell you, there's all kinds of resistance going on in the world. It might be the greatest virus we've ever had, which is our mind. If our mind is not used correctly, we can use it for such harm in our lives, such harm. So, if you're like me, there's so many people that are dealing with, I'm too tired right now. I can't get anything done. I've got to wait till I get out of quarantine. I can't do anything. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I'm confused. I'm evaluating everything out there in the world. I've got to figure it all out. In fact, I'm not going to take any action until I figure it out, right? Or no, you know what? I think I'm going to eat some more ice cream right now. I think I'm going to just have all my sensual desires, or maybe I'm just going to watch a lot more porn online, or maybe I'm whatever it is, it is completely always distracting you from actually doing what really matters to you, right? So what is it that is there for you, right? We have negative emotions. We're constantly looking at why I can't get something done, why I don't have enough money, why it's too hard, why I don't like that leader, why I don't like that community, why I don't like this town, why I don't like this relationship. We have this over and over and over and over again. It's called resistance. It's called the virus of the mind. There's a great book. You guys, this is one of the greatest book ever. It's a tiny read. I swear you should read this multiple times a year. It's The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Amazing, okay? It's all about breaking resistance. So there is this beautiful TED Talk by this gentleman. He's a master Shi Yen Yi, I believe is how I pronounce his name. And he is a type of Buddhist, if you will. And he talks about the 5 hindrances of mastery, okay? 5 hindrances of mastery. And this is the same thing with this. It's the same thing we do in society with releasing the limited beliefs, the limited story, all that stuff. So he says there's 5 hindrances generally, okay? So one is your sensual desires, right? So you're seeing, you're hearing, you're smelling, you're tasting, all that stuff is the hindrance of what's really going on. So many times it's like, well, you get distracted and distracted and distracted by food, by sex, by wanting to be comfortable, by all these things, right? That are not necessarily, yes, all those things can be beautiful, but if they're actually distracting you from actually what's really needing to be birthed from you, which is really your creative expression, your love, your all that stuff. We see it in people with relationships. People actually are more resistant to healthy relationships than they are dysfunctional. It's like, this is too easy. It's too, something's wrong. You've got to find something wrong with people, right? Second is something's wrong instead of something's right? This is what I'm talking about in relationship. So oftentimes there's distractions. The distractions. The war of art is that we find something wrong with everything. We find something wrong with the people. We find something wrong with the relationship. We find something that we just don't like this about this community. We find something with, well, we don't really know if we want to do that career because there's this one, pro and con, but the cons are just like, they focus only on the cons, right? This is the hindrance of you living your best life. The point is we want to live our best life, and the virus of the mind can be worse than the coronavirus because it makes you, it's a death that's like going on and on your whole life. You never even live. I'd rather die from the coronavirus than never live my entire life. The third resistance is sloth, dullness. I'm too sleepy. I'm too tired. I'm getting depressed. It's like another excuse. It's another distraction from just doing it in the face of being tired, doing it in the face of I don't feel like it, doing it in the face of that. Number 4 is restlessness, right? So I'm restless. I can't figure it out. I'm overwhelmed. I'm, all this stuff. My mind chatter, all this stuff. It's just another resistance. It's another excuse, you guys. And step 5 from what Master Shi Hang Yi says is skeptical doubt, evaluation. You'll see it, especially with girlfriends. They'll sit down for lunch and they'll try and figure out everything and they evaluate the hell out of it till they beat the dead horse, right? You know what I mean? Like over and over and over again. It's just resistance. We have resistance. We have this overcome resistance, distractions, reasons, excuses, all these things. These are the blocks. This is the worst virus of your entire life. Think about it. It is the worst virus of your life because it's not like coronavirus where you have the potential to die or, overcome it within, a month's time, right? The virus of the mind tortures you for the rest of your life. It has you not living. It has you not loving. It has you not doing what you truly want to do. Stephen Pressfield says in this book, he goes, look, it's literally, he goes, most of us have two lives. We have two lives, the life that we live and the unlived life within us. And I beg to say to you today that there is no excuse. I don't care if you're stuck in your house in quarantine, lockdown, there is no excuse to start doing what you really truly want to do. What is that life? What is that life that you know you are here and born to live? What is that? And I know for sure that you have an unlived life. And the saddest thing ever is for somebody to be on their deathbed and feel like they didn't love enough. They didn't live enough. They didn't do that dream that they totally wanted to do. This is the saddest disease of our entire existence. The Dalai Lama says the enemy is a very good teacher. So we need to look at these resistance, right? What is this resistance trying to tell us? What is it that we're trying to do in this? And I want to take you guys through the 4 steps of awakening. What is the answer to this, right? So if you're over on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitter, you actually will see these 4 steps. I have everything down written in text at the bottom. If you're on Instagram, it's fine. You just see me. But if you want to get this stream and the Daily Truth, Dr. Erin, you can go over to my Facebook page or YouTube or Twitter or Periscope or Roku or a bunch of different news streams soon that you'll actually see these steps. You can write them down if you're on Instagram, but other there, okay. So the 4 steps are this, and it's actually what I teach in my book, Awakening. As a Doctor of Divinity, my job is to help people align and awaken to the truth of who they are and also align with their truth, to birth their truth and fulfill upon living the best life, the greatest life for them, specifically for the relative truth, okay? To birth your purpose, to birth your calling, to restore, bring harmony, accept people, places, and things, and all the above. So the 4 steps are this. The first step is wake up, which is really about a decision in mind. You have to decide. I don't care if I'm too tired. I don't care if there is all the reasons why I can't do it. I don't care if it's difficult. I don't care if it's just like not perfect. I don't care. I am doing this. I've decided no matter what, I am going to live my best life. I'm going to live full out. I'm going to live my dreams. I'm going to do this, right? It has to be a decision in mind. It's waking up to recognize all the things that are holding us back from living our best life and recognizing I decide today, this day, right now, my life changes, period, end of story, okay? Second step is to reprogram. We've got to get all those reasons out of the way. A lot of the resistance that we have is from our limited beliefs, our limited identity, the programming that we've got in through our epigenetics from all of our lineage. It's also through the things we've seen. It's just playing into the world out there. So in reprogramming, we restore the true identity, the true power through E4 trauma method, which is basically all about releasing the limiting beliefs, neutralizing the commands that have gone into the subconscious mind during traumatic incidences, and restoring, taking back our power, taking inventory of where we handed our power away to people, places, things, circumstances, all that, and restoring the truth of who we are, the power that be, the I am factor, okay? So third step is that we align to what is true for us. We align to Mother Nature. We align to universal law. And it's important to really understand, and this is a process of understanding, how does universal law work? How does my mind create my beliefs, my thinking, my feeling, my emotions, my circumstances, my life? How does that work? How do I align to what's true for me? How do I put boundaries on people, places, and things so that I can live with my core values and my commitments? How do I do that? That's all in aligning. That's aligning to what's true for you and what you eat, what's true for you and how you sleep, what's true for you in your relationships, what's true for you in your health, all that stuff, birthing your truth and aligning with that. And then step number 4 is affirming. We affirm through our daily spiritual practice. We affirm in every word that we speak. We affirm through meditation. We affirm through visioning. We affirm through intuition. We affirm through everything, every single day, every single way. We affirm. Our life is a walking prayer. Our life is a walking prayer. Your life is your prayer. Your life is how you affirm every thought. What thought are you going to energize? What word are you going to energize? Where are you spending your time? How are you merging in the yoga of who you are? And this is the 4 steps. So the 4 steps to overcoming and mastering your mind, the virus, the greatest virus ever is your mind. Your mind can be used to be the most destructive virus, or it can be used to have the greatest tool of your entire existence. It is how you direct mind and how you use it to manifest, to break through, to transform every aspect of your life. Okay, so let's do this thing, guys. We're going to do a little prayer, and then we're going to get into a little bit of, I want to teach a distinction of new thought called outlining, and then get into a quick Q&A so you guys can have the best day ever on Sunday. It is Sunday. So let's do this thing, you guys. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Yes. Good morning. Hi, good morning, Bobby. Hi, Buddhist Princess. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, all you guys. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Roku, Apple TV, everything. We're going to CNN. We're going to Yahoo News. We're going to a bunch of different platforms, you guys. You can catch me over. Hold on, I want to change this back. Okay, change it back. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And exhaling out. And inhaling again through the nose. And exhaling out. And what I recognize right here and right now is the power that you are. You are here to recognize and overcome all that resistance. As you climb the mountain, that mountain to the greatest version of yourself, I recognize there is resistance along the way. Every obstacle, every reason, every excuse, everything to know that you have to say, there is something I'm going to. This is a long-term goal that I know gives me my epic, amazing life, expression and love and connection, all those things. And I decide to no longer look at all the obstacles. I decide to innovate and persevere through. I decide to know, even in the resistance of the amount of energy I have, that is not who I am. I'm not my body. I'm not the amount of energy I have. I am the consciousness that decides behind it. I know that no matter what happens in my desire for, sensuality and all that stuff, all the things that distract me from what I'm truly here to do, which is know the truth of who I am. I recognize that I persevere up that mountain right now to the top. I go with no excuses. It is done in my mind. I know right here and right now that all the evaluation, all the reasons of finding something wrong with people, places, and things, and the reasons to the path, that I know that I don't need to take another course. I don't need to read another book. I don't need to take another seminar, that I get to decide one path and go and go and go and go. I say yes to that. I know that all that resistance, all the excuses, finding someone's wrong with every relationship, every friend, every technology, everything. There's always a reason why it's not good enough. And today I say it is all good enough, and it all works for my behalf. It all says yes to me and my dreams right here, right now. I say yes to quarantine. I say yes to the coronavirus because I recognize it has developed me in ways that I never even knew possible. I recognize school is the school of life, and I say yes because I'm not only going to master the school, I am graduating with fucking flying colors. And I say yes, as together we say, and so it is. Okay, guys, let's do this. Okay. Couple things real quick. If you are first on this stream, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Roku, blah, blah, blah. I'm Dr. Erin. I'm a doctor of divinity. I'm a New Thought minister. I teach metaphysics. I teach how you are the source, not some man in the sky, that is source within you and me. Divinity is our oneness. We're connected. And how are we connected? And we have to understand that so we can live our best life and experience the power that be, that power that I am. Yes. We come on here. It's actually, sorry guys for a lot of changes, but it's going to be Monday through Friday because it's going to be a lot more work. We're streaming out to a bunch more platforms now. We're getting picked up by Yahoo News. We're getting picked up by Yahoo. We're getting picked up by Apple TV, all these different things. And so I have to do more work because we're going to be doing daily truth. We're going to be doing prayer for about the first 10 minutes or so. And then I'm actually going to be getting into Q&A, interviews, trending topics on news, Twitter, so on and so forth. Yes. So you can get notifications. That's what I recommend, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Instagram, whatever, get notifications. Like right at 9, we pray, and it's on and it's over. You can watch, thousands of people will watch the stream after, but it's more powerful to just set the alarm, do it with community. It gets you pumped. It gets you ready. It gives you a schedule. This is the deal. This is a great book, you guys. The War of Art. I've had this for years and years. Read it every single year over and over, and to remind you of all your excuses and all your BS, right? We are doing the 40-day challenge of my book, Awakening, we're on day 19, you guys. You can have the free book with free guided meditations, with free all kinds of things in Inner Circle. So you can just go on to my link in Instagram or YouTube or wherever. It's called Inner Circle, totally free. We have free soul circles with ambassadors. You can get on there and get on a Zoom call for an hour and work through your BS and get transformation and all that stuff. I also have a podcast, Dr. Erin. You can binge there, of course, as well. So let's do this thing. So next thing I want to teach you guys a new thought distinction a lot of the days, and a universal law a lot of the days, so that you come away with more wisdom and more knowledge so you can have the best life. Okay, so today's distinction that I want to make, which is called outlining. No outlining. What does that mean exactly? That means, as a spiritual practitioner, someone who lives on spiritual principle, that we do not control how things manifest in the world. Our job is to get out of the way, get the limiting beliefs out of the way, set into our consciousness and into the subconscious mind what we truly desire, and we hold that vision, we hold that embodiment, and we ask ourselves, what do I need to do to embody the mindset and the skill set to align with that? And we take inspired action every single day in every single way. Yes, we set goals, yet we strategize, but we also know that or something greater. So we don't outline. Outlining is trying to figure out the how, trying to figure out all that way and control it and do it, and it stifles the way that it happens. The universe has a way, your higher self has a way of manifesting what you truly desire exponentially beyond any way you could in your little mind think about it, unless you're so tapped into source. Okay, so no outlining. That's the deal. That's just take inspired action, overcome your resistance, do your inner work through the 4 steps. Okay, remember that it is waking up, deciding in mind, then you are reprogramming the subconscious mind and releasing all your subconscious programming and limited beliefs and limited identity. You are aligning to universal law, aligning to your specific truth, and then you're affirming every day in every single way. Okay, and then we have a Q&A, you guys. So the questions and answers today, I'm actually going to be putting a phone number on here. You won't be able to see it maybe on Instagram, maybe you will, but I'm actually going to have a call-in number and a text-in number. So we're going to be pulling people actually up on the screen via on Facebook and all the other areas. We will not be able to do it on Instagram here because we don't, because it's a different platform. We have different software that's streaming in. So for right now, until the software is totally up and running, we have 2 questions to answer right now. If you have 4 hours a day dedicated to building your business, how would you set it up? This is a great question. The question is, if you have 4 hours dedicated to building your business, how would you set it up? So every day. So say there's somebody, I'm assuming that this person has a regular job or does whatever and only has 4 hours a day to deal with building their business. So this is my suggestion. Number 1, the biggest mistake that I see people do in creating their business is they are coming from a standpoint of trying to do what the world wants them to do instead of getting authentic. The number 1 reason why people don't have success in their business is because it's not authentic. They're not doing it straight from a calling, from their heart, from what they truly want, and they're not getting knowing that they're going to be they're committed no matter what comes in their way. So number 1 thing is to get really clear of what it is that your purpose is. And so, of course, in society, we birth that. And I truly believe that your calling is birthed from within. It's not, you can't look to the world of what you want to do. You've got to do all your inner work and have the voice spoken through at such a profound level within you of what your purpose and calling and legacy is. So that's number 1. If I have 4 hours, I wouldn't dedicate it to doing anything in any business until I've truly awoken and done my inner work and gotten very clear of what my purpose and calling is. For sure, by a long shot, like forget everything else, forget all business tactic, forget all of it, forget even getting an MBA, like nothing. Like the core work for all even CEOs that I've worked with, top celebrities, is that it is all about commitment, and commitment always comes down to what is really authentic for you. Number 1, spend time doing your inner work and birthing your true purpose, okay? Second thing I would do in those 4 hours, so say you spent some time, and that's going to take some time of 4 hours a day to go through birthing your purpose. Second thing I would do is I would definitely get a coach. No question about it. You can get 10 times, take an exponential leap with somebody who's already done it, whether you work with me or whether you work with another coach or get into a great community. Getting somebody that's a mentor that has done it already, you can do that, of course, like you can do it yourself. You can Google everything. You can learn it all. It's like learning Japanese. You can get online and learn it all. But it's so complex, the online world. It's so complex for all of it that you have to understand it's going to be a really tough go, and you're probably going to have a lot of frustration. So I would get a coach and know exactly that those 4 hours are going to be dedicated to a very specific framework that most good business coaches is. Like, we have 8 pillars of business and 12 weeks of mastermind. You're taken through a very, very step-by-step of creating your expertise, creating your mission, creating your products and pricing, creating your sales regime, your branding, all that stuff, and taking it through. So you want to be able to, definitely do that. So definitely number 1 in the 4 hours is birthing your truth, your inner work. Second 4 hours is definitely listening to your coach and saying exactly this next 4 hours, this one thing this week, getting strategic and moving along in that way. Okay. So that, I think, answers that. And then the next question is, and this is funny, it comes from a friend actually. She actually messaged me on here. What's your secret to having energy? ? More sleep? ? Certain foods? ? Okay, so you're not going to like my answer. You're not going to like my answer because I am not the person to look to for what traditional health that people say out there. I have gone through stints of my life where I've worked out a lot. I go through stints where I don't work it out at all. I have stints where I eat very, very healthy, and I have stints where I don't eat that healthy. I always eat fairly healthy. I eat sugar once a day or junk or some kind of treat every single day. So I am never, ever going to teach nutrition to people because it's not my specialty. This is what I believe, okay? Energy comes from one thing and one thing only. And yes, it comes from food, but it comes more from the prana. It comes more from the energetic that you're pulling in from your divinity, okay? So the best thing and number 1 thing I think for energy is stress. Stress is the number 1 zapper of energy, okay? So the moment you put a positive meaning or a negative meaning, you're going to have a positive or negative experience. So that if you have a lot of negative meaning and you're having a lot of resistance in life, then it's like going against the current. It's like swimming upstream versus going downstream and just allowing the flow, right? So you're not going to need a lot of energy if you're in the flow, and you're going to need a ton of energy if you're going upstream, right? So what's the secret to energy? The secret to energy is number 1, living your truth. Hello, that's always the answer. Bing, 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 bing. You're right. She's right, right? So what's the secret to having energy? Bing, 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 bing. Live your truth. That's the most important thing for energy. Yes, it's important to get good food. Yes, for me, it's imperative that I get good sleep. But number one thing for having good energy, live your truth, biatch. Come on. It's like really and truly, think about it. Like if you live your truth, you are loving your life. So it's like, imagine like when you're like head over heels in love and you're like, oh, I'm like high on life. Everything's like all the, neurons and synapses and everything are shooting off. You have all the energy in the world. Well, that's what it feels like when you're in love with your life. You should be in love with your life. Yes, yes, yes. Live your truth, you guys. Absolutely. Want more energy? Live your truth. Do your inner work. What's zapping your energy is that frustration, that sadness from that last breakup, that bullshit that you got to go to that job again on Monday that you hate. You know what I mean? It's like that is what zaps the energy. Yes, it's important to have organic food. Yes, it's important to move the body. Yes, for me, I have to have sleep. I take naps in the afternoon. I usually sometimes take an hour nap in the afternoon, and then I get like a full night of sleep, and I sleep. I used to be a terrible sleeper. I had insomnia through high school and the first of my 20s. I was a wreck. But when I did my inner work, when I woke up to my spiritual awakening, when I did my subconscious work, I sleep like you cannot believe. I can sleep like it's incredible to sleep. Okay. So yes, yes, yes. So let's do this thing. Let's do one more prayer, you guys, and we're going to rock and roll this day. Also, if you guys already know, we're doing, we have Leadership, which is a business program and society that also does all the spiritual work. It's $997 right now. It's going up to $5,000, back to $5,000 April 30th. So get on it, you guys. You guys are fooled. If you're considering it, do it now. I mean, it's ridiculous, that price. Okay. You can also get in the free inner circle. All's in my bios in all places. Okay. So let's do this thing. Okay. Taking a deep breath in, more time. Yes, yes, yes. I say yes to this day. I say yes to this life. I say yes to me. I say yes to my truth. I say yes to all the wisdom that be. I know that everything is working for me. Everything's working for you. I recognize right here, right now, the passion, the purpose, the power that each and every one of us has. I say yes to that. I know that you have this thing in you that's wanting to be lived. Let go of the resistance. Let go of the resistance. Say no more. I don't care if it's hard. I don't care if there's all the reasons to not do it. I say screw my resistance. Screw all my excuses. Screw everything that no longer serves me for my highest good. I say I'm doing it no matter what. I am unstoppable. There is nothing that can stop me from living my greatest life. There's nothing that can stop me from loving fully. There's nothing that can stop me from this day. I'm going to make today my best day of my entire freaking life. Today, not tomorrow, not the next day. Today, there's no resistance. I don't care if my body's tired. I'm going to move it anyway. I don't care anything. I don't care if I evaluate and find all the reasons why I can't do it, all the distractions. I'm saying yes to me today. I'm saying yes to my truth. I'm saying yes to my art. I say yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Stephen Pressfield. Thank you, Dalai Lama. Thank you, all the masters that teach us over and over again. Thank you, Divine Mind. Thank you for tapping into that truth that is infinite, infinite, infinite expression. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes to life. I say no to the resistance. I say yes to the flow. Yes to the zone. Yes to the energy. Yes to life. Yes to all of it. I say yes, yes, yes. As I'm going to say, and so it is. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Get your free book. It's an Inner Circle. We're on day 19. You can keep going with us, okay? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to turn this off. Okay. I love you guys. Have a good day. Who else is there? Libby. Christine, I see you guys all over. I'm on Facebook as well. I see you guys all there. So many beautiful, amazing human beings. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for Connect TV, who we'll be streaming with on Monday. Kent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all you guys. Yes, yes, yes. Big hugs, big hugs, big hugs. Have the best day. What are you going to do? What are you going to get? You can get this online, the War of Art. Amazing. It's like 100 pages. You can read it today. Done. You'll be so, trust me. I want you to say, if you read this, or if you're reading my book, I want you to tag me in it, okay? I will repost for you guys. Tag it, and we will repost. And this is about engagement. It's called social engagement. We have social distancing. We have social engagement, okay? I love you guys. Have a good day. Okay. Stop.